Thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. We are in the kitchen because 'tis a season of delicious holiday treats, right?
Holiday cookies.
And while many of us get to dive in and enjoy, some of us, though, with dietary restrictions, like myself, may have a tougher time finding recipes that not only taste good, but also fit their needs. So that's why we have this lovely lady here. This is Gina, and she has an amazing gingerbread recipe that actually happens to be gluten-free. Now, in all transparency, I can eat gluten. It's one of the things I can actually eat, but I know so many people who cannot. And it does become a challenge in the kitchen, especially when it comes to preparing meals for those that don't have allergies or things that they need to be mindful of, and then at the same time preparing something for somebody who does. So give some advice in that regard first, right off the top.
Okay, so gluten-free has become easier to do today because there's so many options available to us. My company is completely gluten-free, and we do that because we have a lot of celiacs. So something you really have to focus on is cross-contamination. So what we do in the kitchen is we have a separate shelf for all of our flour. So everything is gluten-free, so it doesn't really matter, but we still do it. We keep almond flour different from coconut flour, different from teff, different from wild rice flour, whatever the flours we're using, we try to keep them separate and keep our hands clean.
Yeah, because you also don't know, too, if somebody also may have a nut allergy, right? So therefore you have to be very careful with the almond.
Exactly.
What are some of the flour options, though, for those who do need to bake gluten-free? Or perhaps maybe it's something they just want to try doing. What do we have here?
So here we have teff, which is an amazing grain from Ethiopia, and it's full of protein, so it's great if you want to use it. This is it, too, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's beautiful. It makes a lovely decoration, actually.
It is, right? But it's lovely for sweet or savory. It's a denser flour that if you want to make a cookie, which is what we're doing today.
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread cookies is the perfect flour.
Love it.
Next to it is almond. I use almond for sweet things mainly. Pancakes, cookies, breads.
Got it.
Rice flour I use in roux or soups or anything that's savory.
Or a good mochi.
Or a good mochi.
Right,
exactly.
Love me a mochi.
Exactly.
What about coconut? Very
coconut
popular.
Flour, I know, it's great, and it's great for baking. If you're going to bake anything, I use the coconut flour for everything from making my noodles, like I make handmade noodles.
Oh, wow.
And it handles moisture a little bit better than some of the other flours. So if you're gonna make a noodle for your soup, I would go with the coconut flour. And also it tends to sweetness as opposed to savory.
Got it.
So those are...
But today, though, we're making some gingerbread cookies, so let's get into it because we gotta have some people make some of these today.
That's sugar. This is butter. We're gonna cream it first.
Okay, so you cream your butter.
You cream your butter and sugar together. That's the first thing you do.
All right.
Now, what I say about holiday cookies is they don't have to be beautiful. They just have to be delicious. And you're making them with your kids, right? So they have to be fun. And, and you let the kids take charge. So you do that first. Stir it all up.
So when you're creaming your sugar into your butter, you're basically you're mixing it together, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
And making it almost like a paste.
Making it so it's a paste,
Got it.
And then I'm gonna add a little bit of, this is an oat milk, I believe. So
I love oat milk.
So these cookies are actually vegan.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, vegan and gluten-free.
You're checking two boxes right there.
Right?
Love it.
So you add a little of that.
Okay.
And you want it to be wet, but not super, super wet. And this, my favorite, molasses. I love the taste of molasses.
Me too.
I use it a lot in all of my baking as the primary sugar. Look at that mess I made. I do.
It's such a delicious caramely and something else on the back end, right?
It's
such
got a
distinct
deep,
profile.
vibrant profile.
Yes.
Teff. This is teff flour. We're gonna mix all the dry ingredients together. That's flour. This is a little.
I do want to say something really quick that I personally enjoy about teff because I have used it before is I like the protein in it. I know that for many of us that are maybe trying to be a little more health conscious when we're baking, I mean, come on, they're cookies. You get to be indulgent, but why not add just a little bit of something in there that makes you feel a little better about your indulgence, right?
I'm kind of infamous for hiding veggies, and like I make a black bean beet brownie.
Oh, a brownie?
Black bean beet.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Children, I didn't tell them. I have two sets of twins, mind you.
Oh my goodness.
I did not tell them what it was. I just said, here's some brownies.
And they loved it.
I was the hero of the day.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah,
they got
all
their
the parents
fiber and
loved me. The kids were like, what?
So you made your wet and then your dry.
And this is the dry.
Okay, and then you're gonna mix them.
Yeah, you kind of, I like to mix it in a little bit at a time so that you can mix out all the lumps. You don't want it to be lumpy, right?
That's great.
And the thing with teff, when you use teff, you have to chill it. So we're gonna mix this all up, we're gonna roll it in a bowl, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge for 30 minutes.
And chill.
And chill.
Well, with most gingerbread recipes though too, you do have to chill the dough in order for it to really hold its form, right?
And I actually find with a lot of the gluten-free flours, I kind of chill them all, you know,
Yeah.
and then they're just easier more pliable when you try to roll them out.
And
right?
they hold their shape when you bake them into these cute little gingerbread shapes. All right, Gina, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much. I know we're going to be posting this recipe as well online to Idaho Today at ktvb.com and likely sharing on social too. You keep mixing.
I'm gonna
We're
keep
not going to
mixing.
waste this
I'm not
dough
gonna
here.
stop. Okay, I'm gonna keep mixing.
This is valuable dough right here.
Yeah, we're gonna make these and we're gonna frost them, and they're gonna maybe look as nice as that. I'm not gonna guarantee it.
Gina, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Everyone, stick around. We got a lot more to come right here on Idaho Today right after the break. How cute are these?